everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I know what y'all getting ready to say. I know y'all getting ready to read me. I know y'all getting ready to check me. And I'm prepared for it in the comments. But I'm getting ready to give y'all Love and Marriage Huntsville. I know I'm a whole week late. Y'all, I've been working. I've been hustling my ass off. I have been starting a little side business in my field. I am an accountant, so I have been doing bookkeeping on the side for people, and I'm preparing for next year's tax season in January. So I have been working very hard outside of my 9 to 5, and I'm sorry I let my videos slip and get so far behind, but this is the last video. This is the finale. I'm assuming it's the finale because it seems like it's right around the time they stop people from filming due to COVID-19. So I don't know if it's going to pick back up later. I only have about a page of notes because I'm tired of talking about the same shit with these people. I'm tired of, it's the same shit, different episode. That's about it. Let's get right into it. The first thing we see is Mel and her play. I don't care nothing about that. Mel didn't know none of her lines. The play honestly looks like Mel repeating the story of what she's going on in her real life with a twist. Instead of with Ariane over there at the hospital, it's with the organ player in the church. So I don't care nothing about that. And for this to hit so close to home, Mel, you should memorize your lines. Hell, you can ad-lib and get the story right. Next, Kimmy, Maurice comes home. You know, everyone greets him with a good dinner. That food Kimmy made looked good. She's throwing him a surprise party. They don't know if he passed the bar yet, but he has at least finished taking the exam. What did she say? It was like a 4-day exam. That, whew, I know I'm gonna have to sit for it. I told myself, my son is a senior in high school. I told myself when my son graduates from high school, I want to study and take the CPA exam. I know the CPA exam is probably gonna be just as hard and as long as the bar exam, but it's something I want to do. And he's graduated. He's going to be off to college. I'm going to have an empty nest. I'm going to have all the free time I want to. I'm going to at least try it. Angie, you can learn and do anything. So I just can't imagine how long that bar exam is, but then I guess I probably could imagine. Anyway, so at the party, we've already seen Martell ain't showing up. Anywhere that the Scotts are, Martell Holt is not going to be. And you know what? I respect that. Because ain't no point of going somewhere and having to be fake and uncomfortable and look like I don't fuck with these people. I don't want to be around these people. I don't want to fake smile and be like, hey, like Mel does. I don't want to I don't want to start an argument and mess up someone else's event, so I'm just going to stay home. I respect that. Now, as far as filming a reality show, it's a part of the process of filming a reality show, but in real life, that's us as black people. I'm sure all races do it. The first thing we ask when it's an event, who all going to be over there? Who all over there right now? Because if it's somebody I don't rock with, I ain't going. No, so-and-so over there, nah, I'll stay at home. I'll catch you at the next one. So let's stop fronting like we don't know. Like what Martell is doing is something new. Anyway, now what pissed me off a whole bunch is in the bathroom as Martell is telling Melanie that he not coming to the event. Mel is like, well, where you see Kimmy at? She came up to the office by yourself. She been too friendly to you. She always like smiling in your face, rubbing on your arm. And I'm like, bitch, Mel, I like you. Mel. But I did say, bitch, don't nobody want Martell but you and Ariane. Y'all the only two that want his ass. The only two. Trust me. Don't nobody want to deal with that headache. One, don't nobody want to deal with no man that already got 4 kids, because don't nobody want to be stepmama to 4 kids but Ariane. And then don't nobody want to deal with this headache of a man who they know cannot be faithful. They know that he can't be faithful. So don't nobody want him but you and that other chick. Y'all the only two that want his ass. So stop it with Kimmy. Stop it. I don't appreciate that. I hope Kimmy read your ass all over Twitter. I don't know. because that was last week's episode. So I ain't going back to see what people tweeted a week ago. But I hope she read you all up and down Twitter for that one. Let's move on and let's get to the event. The event was very successful. Maurice was very much surprised, and I thought it was just really sweet. The drama of the event. There is this architect lady. I did not write down her name. I apologize, but I'm sure she's very successful at what she does. She's having a conversation with Marceau about Destiny's project with her suites for her beauty salon. She was being a little shady, but I ain't taking too hard as shade. She was like, look, I gave Destiny a bid, and you know, I gave her my budget, and she kind of ain't respond to me. I guess I was too expensive. And you know what? At least be professional. If someone's price is a little bit higher than what you are expecting, at least negotiate. Be like, okay, you want 10,000, but I really only want to pay 8. Can we work something out? And if they say no, then you say, okay, well, no, thank you. I'm going to have to find someone else. Be professional about the shit. Destiny, don't just walk away. Respond. How would you like it if someone booked a hair appointment with you and then they look on Style Seat or something and see the hair appointment is $200 and just don't show up and waste your time and booked up your time? At least respond. I'm sure you would like for someone to say, well, $200, I ain't really about to pay that, so you can go ahead and cancel my appointment. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, as they're talking, Marceau is throwing shade. And he was like, yeah, I know she said her budget was $50,000. And the lady was like, $50,000? That do sound kind of cheap, but I don't know nothing about construction, so I ain't going to touch it. But the lady was like, $50,000? And he was like, yeah, I know she wanted it for $50,000. And so I think I'm just going to pass that on to the host, let her friend the host do it, and I'm going to mentor them. I'm going to show them how to do commercial real estate because I know they want to break into commercial. And so Destiny comes on like, hey, how y'all doing? And she was like, the architect, who probably isn't a shady person, she was like, oh, your ears is burning. We was just talking about you. And Destiny like, well, what y'all say? And she was like, we, reiterated what she just said. And about the hosts, like, I'm going to mentor the host to do it for you. And Destiny says some shit that I'm thinking, like, look, if you don't want the job, just say you don't want the job. I don't need you talking about you going to mentor somebody to do something for me. If you don't want to do it, okay, X you off the list. Let me move on to plan B. Like, that was some bullshit. Marceau know what he was doing. He was being shady. He was taking a dig at the Holtz, trying to say that commercial real estate is better than residential real estate. I don't know. They doing residential real estate, and their residence sure looks a lot better than yours. But moving on. And I love how Melanie be like, you can't even say Schultz without saying Holt. I love when Melanie said that, but we're going to get to it. So now Melanie joins the conversation, and Teesha said, oh, it's too many women around my husband. Let me go over here and see what's going on. Girl, don't trust me. Out of all the men on the show, out of all of them, the one people want the least is yours, Teesha. But let's get into it. They reiterate the whole conversation, and Melanie was like, say what? You gonna mentor who? She was like, if I ever wanted a mentor in commercial real estate, I wouldn't go to you. And I'm like, check his ass. And so now Teesha was like, that's the shady Melanie we was waiting for. That's the shady and the mean Melanie we was waiting for. And I'm like, bitch, your husband started it. Don't act like everybody ain't catch the shade he was trying to throw by saying that they don't know anything about commercial real estate. Like, come on. Your husband was trying to take a dig at them. Everyone caught on to it, and they checked his ass. They weren't being mean to you. I can't stand Teesha. I see a lot. Teesha likes other people, her husband, her mother, to throw shots at the Holtz. She loves for them to throw her shots. And then when Melanie comes back to her and says something, now Melanie is the mean one. Or what you doing to me? Why you got to say this about me? I knew you was really shady. I'm like, no, bitch, she was telling the truth. If y'all didn't want to have shit to do with the Holtz, change the business name. Because hell, it definitely sounds like Holtz. And so now let's get to the end of the episode. This is going to be real quick because it wasn't really shit to talk about. Teesha wants to talk to Marceau about his feelings of being alone and lonely because she's scared that when your man start to get lonely, they start cheating. Teesha getting ready to go to this event with her girl who's already divorced, and it gets canceled due to COVID. And Teisha's like, I think I might go anyway just to support her. And Marceau was like, why the fuck you still going? Now, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. I cannot stand Marceau and Teisha's marriage. It is their marriage. It ain't mine. It ain't nowhere in this household over here. So I really don't have to care that much. But it irritates me because everything within me, every feminist bone that I have, and I ain't no screaming, burning my bra feminist. I do believe in girl power and women can do anything a man can do and us having equal pay and all that. But everything about watching their marriage on television irritates the shit out of me. Like, the way he talks to you, it's halfway watching emotional abuse. The way he manipulates you, where it's like, yeah, Teesha, you want to go to school, you want to do X, Y, Z, but I'm lonely. And then she's like, well, you think you're going to get another girl? I don't know. You don't want to go out there and do that. It's like watching emotional abuse. It's like watching, I just I don't know. Every woman that is a role model in my life, from my grandmother, my mother, my aunts, my older first cousins, just older relatives as a whole, I've never seen a marriage in this fashion where a woman has to do everything. I know they happen. I know Teesha ain't the only one in this world, but it just, for it to be the way he talks to you, like, you ain't gonna watch the kids. Why I gotta watch that? I work. Why I gotta watch these kids? And I'm like, shit, she working, going to school, and she gotta take care of all the kids. She gotta cook and clean for you. Like, all you gotta do is provide a check. To me, if all you wanna do is provide a check, you need to be providing $1 million checks so I could hire me some help. You know? But it seemed like she providing a little bit of cash to the household too. I don't know. I ain't in these people's finances. But Teesha, girl, trust and believe. Don't nobody want that prehistoric husband of yours but you. But you. But you. I'm done with it. That was really the end of the show. Because I just don't want to talk about Teesha and Marceau. I just don't rock with what I see on my television screen. No one really had a storyline for this to be a second season. All it was let's still argue, fuss, and fight and bring up shit from season 1 and reunion from season 1. That's all season 2 was. Y'all was all on Twitter talking about, because we already know Melanie and Martell have filed for divorce. Melanie has taken all 4 children and moved to Atlanta. Now, I did see on Twitter she's doing big things in Atlanta. Congratulations, girl. I don't know if you're going to do well with the housewives. I think they will stomp all over you. But do your big things in Atlanta. I'm not mad at you. I wish you the most success. But what I want to know, because Carlos King was all talking about, keep watching. You want to know how they end up in divorce. You going to see it on the show. And I'm like, where? I ain't seen shit. I haven't seen nothing. And that's the only reason I've been watching this shit. Because I'm waiting to see, well, what the fuck? They going to really show what Martell did for Melanie to walk out. I want to see that. Anyway. I don't know. Maybe they have some more footage that they're saving for, like, season 2, part 2. Kind of like how they did season 1 of part 1 and part 2. I don't know. We will watch and see. But if this is the end of filming and you have nowhere else to go, I think it's time, Carlos, for you to put a bow on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Maybe find you another city. Come on out here to Memphis. I know a lot of interesting marriages out here in Memphis. Or come on out to try Montgomery, Alabama. I got a couple of friends in Montgomery that could be on TV. You know, I don't know, Carlos. But this show, you can go ahead and put a bow on it. I don't want to hear no more about the Holtz versus the Scotts. Destiny was a good try, but no. I don't want to see no more Destiny and her prehistoric husband, Labaric, whatever his name is. Kimmy and Maurice, I like Kimmy and Maurice, and for the sake of your marriage and how reality TV can destroy some marriages, y'all just go ahead and let your husband ball off as a lawyer. Let him ball, and you go continue saving people from the COVID as a nurse. All right, y'all, that's all I have to say. I will, if it does come back, I will review it. Now, I did see the preview for Ready to Love. This is our last chance at love. Now, I don't know if it's really somebody's last chance, but y'all know I love Ready to Love. That'd be some good drama and some good, just, I love the concept of it, Tommy. It's a good show. Anyway, like, comment, share. I will see you all back for something. Go ahead and watch the Potomac Girls. You know, the ATO Housewife Girls will be back in a minute. I want to see how these new girls do. And if anything, if you only here for the own shows, Ready to Love will be back in October. I want to say October 23rd, and I will be reviewing that too. All right, y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.